banner scheduled for July 31st. And then what we saw earlier is that's going to kick off Tianlong and Phoenicia coming into the game as well. So lots to look forward to, right? A lot of different features coming online.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, perfect. And I guess this is the right time for you guys to invite our viewers, especially our for those who haven't played Guild of Guardians yet. Invite them, guys, especially Woody and Martha. This is the time, and yeah.
Yes, I invite you all to play Guild of Guardians. Like the positive about Guild of Guardians is that we have a super vibrant community, which gives us a lot of feedback, a lot of things to work with, and we like love listening to like the feedback. I know sometimes it doesn't seem like it because we cannot be in Discord 24/7, but we do have actually just behind the scenes a little bit. We have daily like stand-ups with like community where we kind of like checking in, okay, what does the community say today? What are things that we should act on right now? What can we plan for later, and so on? Because there's always like this balance between jumping right onto like all the feedback and like giving it some time to become better ideas. So definitely like a very good advantage of playing Guild of Guardians is that the community is amazing. It's very vibrant and talkative and giving like very good feedback and also very helpful. So if people have questions, like anybody always jumps like in. So that I'm very proud to have like a community like this. Please come join and experience that. But
I mean, Martha, just hearing the community suggestions and putting it into an update, and everyone is like, "Wow, they heard us. You guys are always listening to the community." And I think that's one of the good thing about Guild of Guardians. Like, when people say something, you don't listen to it as a negative, right? You always do something for the community on how can you deliver a good gameplay, how can you deliver a good gameplay for guilds, and also for what Woody said a while ago, bro, the new guardians that will be coming up. I just want to shout out all the gacha players here that always gets the legendary. I mean, oh my, I maybe on 10 pulls of gacha, I just only get one legendary. And all these people on our community is always getting two legendaries on one pool. And you, Woody, when you're doing gacha, are you lucky? Just,
No,
just
God, no. Nobody wins. Nobody beats Gotcha. You know,
uh,
I'm a sucker. I keep coming back for more.
uh-huh.
But I will say though, and this is a reason to try Guild of Guardians is
Yeah.
that the Web3 version of it
Uh-huh.
sort of frees you a little bit from the Web 2 version of Gotcha, where you like pull hopelessly on a banner. The prayer event we saw for Tamamo, you had an 80% chance of pulling her from the prayers. So it's again needs some fine tuning probably if you listen to Chris, but it's already showing that it's gonna take things in a different direction, and that's what I'm excited to play this game.
Yeah. That's nice. And also, my follow-up question is, we are playing it a lot on mobile, right? So in the future, do you think Guild of Guardians will be played or will be available on PC?
I get this question every single time, and it hurts. It hurts me to say that right now we're focusing on mobile because we want to push the boundaries of what's possible on mobile and making the Web3 transaction as smooth as possible. There's like a lot of like desktop games, and we think like to in order to grow the game to a mainstream game, mobile will be the way to go. But for that, we need to push a lot of boundaries, not only in terms of what's technically possible, but also with the guidelines on the app stores. We always they are not always very clear, so we need to like collaborate quite heavily with Apple and Google, and then make sure that we always are compliant with everything. So we are trying to push the boundaries with Guild of Guardians in that area. So for now, we're focusing on mobile only. But that being said, I mean, we launched Guild of Guardians quite fast after the revamp of the restructuring of the game design. So that's why the game is still at a stage where I would say it's not feature complete yet. So that's why it's like a good time to start now, because there's like so many cool features coming, like a lot more guild features, as Woody mentioned, like many more guardians, then pets, and like so many more features that now is a good time to start to get like the advantage of like an early adopter, and then thrive when we grow the game and make it like really big.
You heard that right, guys. This is a good time to start Guild of Guardians. Like, talking about the PC, a lot of people are talking about the PC version, right? But is emulator okay for playing Guild of Guardians? Is it not bannable?
I actually don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Maybe
know.
I will put and send it to the ticket on your Discord for me to get the answer for that. And no worries, Martha. No
Yeah,
worries
I
for
can
that.
check with the team. Yeah, I didn't really think about people playing with emulators, so I'm not sure if there's any reason why not to. But yeah, I would need to discuss with the team. So
Okay,
not making
okay.
any promises here.
I will DM you on this one,
Okay.
Martha. But with that, Migola, go for it.
All right, hey guys, we are back. GM again, GM. How's everyone doing? Hey guys, Gabby, we have the one and only YGG co-founder Gabby Dizan. How you doing, man?
Hello. Yeah, it's nice to be here with everyone.
Awesome. So guys, we've been online for the past hour, but it's not too late to share and follow and also like all the pages where you're watching from, whether you're in Twitter, X, or on Facebook as well. So guys, this is my favorite part of tonight's show. We have the one and only Gabby D's on. Gabby, we've been doing this for 3 years, and now we have YPS. Are you excited?
Yeah, I thought of the name, so yes, very excited.
Yeah, the YGG Play Summit. It just makes sense because this year it's going to be something fresh, right? There's going to be definitely more games that we've been waiting for the past years. And yeah, Gabby, I've prepared a few questions for you right here. And the first one being, so what are the things that you are going to be looking forward to for this upcoming summit in November?
Yeah, so as you said, Sedana, no, this is the third year that we'll be doing this. And I think most significant is that there's now a lot of playable games, a lot of the games that we've been playing and enjoying as a community. I'll just give some examples here. We just came from playing Guild of Guardians. We've been playing Cypher. We've been playing Parallel. We've been playing Axie. We've been playing Pixels. There's a lot more games that the community can enjoy now. And that's the best part of it. When we come to YGG Play Summit, that's why we have the emphasis on play. More than anything else, these are games that everyone can come in and play and enjoy. And yeah, that's the most important thing.
I agree with you definitely. Because I mean, I've noticed myself, right? So we've been touring the whole Philippines for the past few months, and we've seen more and more players, come forward and actually show up. They're curious about the game. They want to learn about opportunities in esports, or maybe they're students who are looking for the next opportunity in Web3. And it's pretty cool that YGG, we do have all of those things. Like, not to mention, we even have the Web3 Metaversity program, right? It's like going to school, but for Web3. And all of that is going to be rolled up into one fun, jam packed package happening in the YGG Play Summit this November 18 to 23. So make sure to stay tuned for all our announcements that are going to be slowly being rolled out throughout the next few weeks. So Gabby, you mentioned a couple of games, right? But if you were to say what are the most, or what have you been waiting for the longest time that you personally are playing? I'll name number one, Parallel. So what are the other two?
Um, I think Wildcard is probably something that I've been looking
Yep,
forward
yep,
to
yep.
for a
Really
while.
good game.
Let's see. Uh, Probably like Society is super interesting looking
Nice.
shooter as well. Yeah, that's just off the top of my head. There's actually, I think there's a lot more.
Nice. And what I think what's really cool here is that like these games, right? Like we've been able to test the different phases of the release of these projects, right? From maybe the very first release from V1 to V2 to V3, and then now we've we've been seeing the progress. And I think that's really undeniable because even with our community, they kind of see that happening too. Like they're getting ready, they're preparing for the leaderboards, they're training maybe even in Web2 games, getting their aim, their shots on. And we've been seeing a lot of YGG players hit different tournaments, take the number first, second, or third spot in all these cups. And even YGG, right? We've slowly been rolling out our own internal tournaments for Parallel, for Cypher, for Guild of Guardians maybe soon. And there's just a lot of excitement, especially for the competitive scene in Web3 games. And that's undeniable. So, Gabby, what would you say people would experience when they step in the doors of YPS 2024?
Yeah, so we'll have a really big focus on playability of the games that we're working with. So there's going to be a huge expo. We are also going to be hosting some major esports tournaments. We're not going to confirm who they are yet, but I think some people in the community have a good idea of which games are really looking to do major tournaments. And then, yeah, one of the recent additions that's really added to the culture of what we've done is really, I've had a lot of fun seeing the cosplay at the road trip. And I think it's just added a lot of flavor, a lot of culture to what we've been doing. So when you go to YGG Play Summit, it will really feel like you're going to a game expo. It won't really feel like you're going to a crypto conference. And I think that's one of the things that I'm really looking forward to.
I think even the industry or the Web3 gaming space in general is ready. Like we are ripe for